So, my lock journey. Yeah, I'm 3 years locked, baby. Now, I know I recorded some footage of me when I was 2 years. I don't know where that is, and I don't care to look for it. I have probably somewhere on my computer, but I ain't doing all that looking. So I'm going to give you from year 0 to up to year 1, and I'm going to give you straight year 3. And I do a lot of talking in that, so I ain't going to do no talking about this is my lock journey for the last 3 years. Go. Just washed my loose natural hair for the very last time. The loose natural. So just hit 3-year lock anniversary. I love my hair. I really, really do. However, I thought it would be longer by now. Like, I imagine 3 years locks, I would have been like here. 4-year locks, I'd been like covering boobs, like long like that. But this is still nice though. I still like it. Oh no, not just like it, I love my hair. Like, the best decision ever. I'm still getting used to having, like, I've had long hair before, but to have that long hair, I would straighten it, and it wouldn't stay straightened for long. So if the rare occasion, maybe once a year, I would straighten my hair, it would stay straightened for about a week. Like, I might have pictures I could put up when I would straighten my hair. But it would be straightened for a week, and then the first day, yeah, it would be here. By day 2, it would be here. Day 3, be here. Day 4, and then poof, back to a fro, right? So having locks was the best decision I could make. I did the interlocking method because I didn't care for retwist. I'm not gonna keep retwisting my hair over for it to unravel and then every time I sweat now. So I re-locked my hair. My hair would probably, my individual strands would probably be thicker if I retwist it. Since I interlocked, they're slimmer, which fine with. I officially have 100 locks. Unofficially, I have 104. I say unofficially because a year into my lock journey, I believe, I decided, I'm like, I wonder, can you lock your kitchen? The answer is yes. And I locked my kitchen, and it was just going to be an experiment thing because I'm like, it's the kitchen. So if I don't like it and I want to like get rid of it, I can just cut them off or chop them off. But I locked my kitchen, so I have 4. So 2 on this side, and then 2 on this side. 3 layers locked. Honestly, I thought it would be longer by now. I started with long hair, so I figured my hair would be longer by year 3. Right? And thing is, I feel, first off, year 1 seemed like it took forever just to get past year 1. Forever. Year 2 kind of breezed by. I didn't really think about it. Year 3 breezed by. I just realized, wait, is today the 3rd year? I locked my hair May 1st of 2023. It is May 1st of 2026 today. That's 3 years. So no, you've been 3 years locked. Best decision ever. The level of confidence boost that's within me just don't even. What kind of products do I use my hair? None. I spritz my hair with a spray bottle of water every day. That's about it. Wake up in the morning, spritz, because you don't want your hair to get too dry, and that's it. When I wash my hair, I use shampoo and conditioner. A lot of people are concerned about like, oh, but if you use thick conditioner, you get trapped in your locks. I'm one of those people that is concerned about that, so I wash my hair in 2 different methods. Either one, I take a cup, I put shampoo or conditioner in here, inside shampoo or conditioner, then I put water in it, shake it up real good so it's not thick, it's more water based, and then I put it on my head and scrub and all that stuff. Either I wash it that way, or when I feel like I need a deeper clean, I take a big bowl, shampoo and conditioner. You know how when you hear people do apple cider vinegar rinse? I've only ever done that once. I don't feel the need to do it. My hair isn't dirty like that. But I do a bowl with shampoo or conditioner. So giant bowl of warm water, shampoo, brush it around real good, get it all soapy, put my head in there and just let it soak and just kind of squeeze it. Make sure it gets all through there. And then rinse it out. Basically a shampoo bath and a conditioner bath. Things I've learned. First off, jackets are the enemy. Not jackets, zippers. Zippers are the enemy. Can't stand it with it's in my face. Can't stand it. Constantly have to push it out the way. Next thing is, yes, it does touch food when you don't want to touch food. Something else I've learned is that a lot of people say, oh, my hair grows outside of my locks. It's not that your hair grows outside of your locks. Let me show you. For some people, maybe that's the case. What I noticed is that it's not necessarily grows outside of locks. So it's like all this little hair you see here. I'm like, oh, when I retie my hair, I'll put it inside. It's not that it's growing outside of the locks. I feel like that the perimeter of the lock is the weakest. So your hair is snapping. Anytime you move it around, it snaps. Then it grows out a little bit, and then you relock your hair or retighten your hair, and you put it back in there, and it just snaps and slides right back out of the lock. So I don't think it's so much that your hair is growing outside of your lock. It's the perimeter of the hair that snaps. When I started my hair, I couldn't figure out what size I wanted. I know what size I wanted. I just didn't know how to determine how big to make each individual part to get it that size, because they keep saying your hair will get thicker. One of the things that annoys me is that. So I learned what hair density is. I can grab the same size square here and same size square here, but at the same time, this up here will be thicker than up here because the hair is denser up here. So one thing that annoys me, but I'm over it, is that my hair is, of course, it's got a layered look, but also the thickness of my hair is layered. So you see these are thinner here, and then as it goes up, it gets thicker, and then thicker, and then thickest. So I got a few big poppers up here that's thick versus these on the sides that are small. So you can see the difference in densities, thicker and thinner. And it's not just this side, it's both sides. So it's actually even Like these are slimmer. And then as they go up higher and higher, they get thicker and thicker. One thing that I didn't recognize until about the second year into my lock journey is that I was like, make sure I have a middle part, make sure I have a middle part. And I made sure I have a middle part. The only thing is that I didn't realize I stopped my middle part to like right here. So dead center of my middle part, this is, it goes and then bloop, there's the hair, which is a good thing and a bad thing, because I guess when I naturally separate my hair, there's not just a line going straight down the middle. But I did notice that. I do favor a side where I push on my hair to, for some reason, my left side. But yeah, would I make this decision again? Oh yeah. How long will I let my hair grow? I wanted to cover my boobs. And then after that, I'll probably start cutting it, because even this gets on my nerve. I do get frustrated dealing with this. Not because having to do it, but just it being here. Like, it's cute, it's beautiful, it's cute. I ain't going back. This is locks for life, baby. Locks for life. But it is annoying just having this here all the time, or in your face, or here, and just get off me. I'm hot, and I don't want, but at the same time, I don't want to keep it up in ponytails all the time, because then it's like, that's how you rip your hair. That's how you start thinning your locks, because you keep it in tight little rubber bands and just thins it and thins it and thins it. I'm like, but I don't want it in my face. So I wrap it in, I wear a bonnet constantly. At home, always got the bonnet on. That's another thing. A lot of people, when they say, oh, lint. Have I seen lint in my hair? Very rarely. The only places I kind of see lint here and there are my kitchen locks. And because I guess that's like the, what do you call that? The first line of defense. That's what touched my clothes first. And honestly, even then, you can't really see much of anything. Like, I would have to really look and find it. But I've been super careful. But you know, you see people with the white patches of all the lint. If you look at my hair, examine my hair closely, you won't see the white patches anywhere in my hair. It's not because I pick it out or anything like that. You just won't see it, like here. That's not lint, that's just light reflecting. But you won't actually see any like white patches or 3 years worth of locks. You know why? One, I don't let my hair touch anything with any kind of fabric or anything like that. I wear a lot of polyester style clothes, or silk or satin type clothes. I constantly wear my bonnet at the house. I sleep on satin pillowcases and satin bed sheets, satin case over my duvet, like everything satin. My car headrest, I keep a bonnet on the headrest, so when I put my head on the back of it, it's touching satin bonnet. I don't want to ever have that, oh, look at all these white spots in my hair, I can never get out. If I sit there and try to pick it out, then it's thinning. I didn't want any of that. So that's what's going down with me. 3 years locked, baby. Annoyed that it's not longer, but happy for the growth. I mean, it's come a long way. It's super duper 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 cute. Would I ever do this again? Yeah. I initially wanted micro locks because I thought a handful of these would be actually really cute. Really super duper cute. Just having a handful of little ones like that. But then when this by itself takes me 3 hours, sometimes 3.5 to retighten my hair, like, nah, I'm good. I do love how I look like a goddess, baby. I look like a pure goddess with all this hair, a lioness with all these beautiful locks. They're even, they're cute, they're layered, the styles I can do. Chef's kiss. I would do it again. I trust the process. I like that I did my locks myself. I could have had someone do them, or at the very least get my grid down, but the grid thing is stupid, right? Because in order to keep that grid that people do, you are constantly having to go in and establish it, because the hair is going to want to do, it's going to weave out and try to go into other locks. So constantly, every time you go to that beautician or loctician or whatever, she's taking that comb and snapping hair, snapping hair, snapping hair. And it's just like, it defeats the purpose. Like, to maintain it, it's like all I do with my hair, because I started with little squares, I just take it, like, let me put this down and do it real quick. So this is what my hair would look like if I were to retighten my hair. So as you can see, it's not crisp lines, but you can see the space, you can see the pattern if I were to relock my hair. So, and I redo my own hair, I save my money. I've done my hair from the start and will do it forever. I thought about one day maybe, hey, let's go micro locks, but I'm not doing it. That's taking 6 hours to an entire day to relock my hair with micro locks or sister locks. It's just, I'm not doing it. I don't have the patience. This is cute as it is. They're small enough to give me the styles I want. It's cute. I like it. And yeah, that's the end of this video. But yeah, that's it. 100 locks, baby. Cute, cute, cute. Baby, you see, that's the reason why I didn't even show you my hair now, because you just seen what it looked like. So there's no point showing you currently right now. You just check me out when I start talking about my author game, my author bag, my author career path. And that's in the next video coming up. So this video is way too long already. I don't have an outro saying until I get one of those. Bye.